All right. Welcome to Do the Talk podcast. This is your real estate podcast that teaches you, regular people just like us, how to invest in real estate. I am your host today, Hamed Lawal, and my co-host is Ibrahim Ojenide. Like we always come every Friday, and we are committed, to making investing in real estate seamless for you guys. So, if you are somehow thinking you want to invest in real estate or you've been eyeing real estate for a while, this is a place to be because we always dig it down to the tiny atom of all the information that we are giving you here. So, Ibrahim, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. Very energetic now because I drank some bubbly. I was kind of tired. I'm energetic. Anyway, today, like Ahmed said, my name is Ibrahim. I am the co-host, and we've always said this is not a get rich quick scheme. This is real estate. It is real. It is tangible. You can feel it. You are in control of your property to the large extent. You are in control of it. You decide the rent. You know, and it's a real deal. Okay, but at the same time, we want you guys to know that you have to put in the work. You have to be committed. You have to get it done. You have to ask questions. You have to do what you got to do to make sure you are successful in this real estate investment journey. Today, we want to talk about deep dive. It is a big and fantastic, a valuable topic because we are going to be sharing our personal. We're going to data first, then we'll go to our personal um, experiences, opinion, what we are perceiving, what experts are saying about real estate in 2024. Okay, so I'm going to let Ahmed set the tone. Ahmed, what are we
Yes, sir.
seeing in real estate?
Well, um, just like every other time in real estate world, there is season to it. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
all season is a buying season, so don't quote me on that. I just want to point out that sometimes the interest will be high,
Mhm.
sometimes there will be enough inventory out there, sometimes there will not be enough inventory. So there's season to real estate business, and what we are seeing right now is kind of things are kind of evening up, like slowing down, balancing up from the kind of markets that we witnessed in the last 3 years. So talking about markets in the last year, Freddie Mac mortgage rate hit 7.76, if I'm correct. Checking that one more time, 7.79 actually for a 30 years fixed mortgage, and 7.03 for a 15 years fixed mortgage. However, ever since that October time in 2023, things has been trending downward. And a lot of experts also predicted that even though the recession, no recession and all that is still underneath, and government is battling that and making sure everything is under control, that this is still a time that, eminent time for transferring of wealth for so many reasons. So the rate as of today, checking again, is 6.64 for 30 years fixed mortgage, and 5.93 for a 15 years fixed interest rate. What that is saying is their prediction is coming true. Their prediction is right. We talk on Do the Talk podcast December time as well that this will happen. So we are seeing the interest rate dropping. I mean, of course, this is Freddie Mac. So don't think that is what your bank will be giving you exactly. There might be a little discrepancy, variety in it, but it will be close to something like this, right? So this is what real estate market is looking like right now. And it is very, very interesting because just few months back, nobody is able to touch anything. But right now, with the look of things is looking really, really good again. And we very soon we're probably going to be seeing a lot of people, diving into the real estate market again, picking up one or two houses. So, on that note, Ibrahim,
Yeah.
like we discussed, we want this to be a free flow. I'm just gonna turn around and ask you this question. From the trending that we are looking at right now, is this a really good time to buy real estate? Or what will you advise at this point?
Yes, that is a very interesting question because the truth is, there is no better time to buy real estate. It really depends on all the factors that that individual or that person is working with, or the situation that person is in. What do I mean by that? So I'm going to break it down. For example, if you are trying to buy real estate for investment, okay, all you have to do, regardless of the rate, I mean, of course, if the rate is very low, yes, that would be the best. However, what you need to work with is see how see if the current situation is working for your business. It's going to work for your business, the kind of model of business you want to do. As long as it's going to work for you, it is a good time to buy real estate. Because there's a saying that if you only walk, if you only walk in the sunny days, you will never get to where you are going. And what that is telling us is that you have to buy real estate even in the hard times, as long as you can make it work.
Yeah.
That as long as you can make it work for you. So when rate was 5%, you are able to do something with it. Maybe then you are doing like long-term lease or middle-term leasing, or whichever real estate exit strategy you're working with. As
Yeah.
long as it's working for you, then all you have to do is to sit back and do your math again and see, with this current rate, is it still working for me? Or will it still work for the kind of business strategy I'm working with? Now, if it's not, why don't you try another strategy and see if it's going to work? If it works for that strategy, that means you still have an option. And the fact that you have an option, it is a win-win for you. Like, it is a good deal, because then it means when you get a property, you go to that option, and when the rate comes down, you can refinance. And when you refinance, you're gonna be in a even a better shape, a better position, because you made it work when the rate was high. Now the rate has come down because you refinanced. Now you're in a good spot. So what am I saying here? I'm saying that no matter what the rate is, I need you to do your math, write down all the expenses, write down the potential gross income, survey the location, talk to a property manager and see if that location is going to work for your business, especially those of you that need someone to manage it for you. When you do all that and it's still working for you, yeah, go ahead and buy it. What are you waiting for? The truth is, if the interest rate comes down, a lot of people will jump into the market. And what will happen is you're probably gonna get lower interest rate. However, you're gonna pay more for the house. Versus if you buy it now with less competition, you purchase the house. The rate is what it is right now. The rate comes down. The housing market skyrocketed. That automatically builds your equity significantly. And the good news for you, you have the opportunity to refinance. Now you refinance, your payment went down, but you already have equity compared to individual A who waited for the rate to come down. Now he purchased the house in a higher, of course, higher price, though he received or he was able to get a lower rate. Don't forget you refinance too. Now you both have lower rate, but he overpaid. Now that extra money that he overpaid, it came to you as a form of equity. So technically, you are in a better shape than that person. Another thing I want you to keep in mind is now you have worked on that strategy when everything was tough, which is the rate was higher. Now you've refinanced to lower it. You know how it worked. Your budget is right. Now you know how to maneuver. You know how to, you know, save money, in every angle. But that new person just started. So he or she will face more challenges than you because you've made it work when the rate was higher. So what am I saying here? I'm saying it doesn't matter what the rate is. What matters is do your math and see if it's gonna work for you. If it's not, yeah, that's fine. We are not saying that all the deals gonna work for you. No, even when the rate is 2%, there are some deals you're going to approach and it's still not gonna work for you. So we want you to understand it. We are not saying all the deals you're gonna encounter is gonna work for you. No, and to add to that, even when the rate is lower, it might not work for you. So the point is, go out there, get in touch with people that knows how to do the kind of business you want to do your math, do your research, make sure that deal is going to work for you. As long as it's going to work, forget about the rate and just go ahead and buy it, because when things get better, you still have the opportunity to refinance. Now, Ahmed, you see, we know one of the problem is interest rate. A lot of people are saying this year is going to be better just because we're seeing the trend. I mean, you just mentioned that the trend is coming down. What do you think about when we all receive our taxes? What do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Ibrahim, for expatiate on letting us know, expatiate and letting us know that every time is a good time in real estate as long as the number works for you. Uh to really answer the question that you asked me, it is very, very fortunate for us investors in Indiana that you can there's all kinds of uh affordable housing here in Indiana. When I say affordable, the price ranges from 20K to
Yeah, you can find anything.
millions, right? You can find anything here in Indiana. That doesn't work in every state in the United States. We both know that. So it is very lucky for us that we find ourselves here. I mean, nobody plans that, okay, because I want to be doing real estate, that is why I'm staying in Indiana or in the Midwest. No. But the situation just happened that way. And good for us that we already know the market, we already know the area, we already know what it's needed to be done. Why do I say that? I said that just to let people know that regardless of what your tax return is, you can get something. You just have to find something within that box that
Yeah.
fits into that box, right? You can get something. So it is very very crucial that we started planning and strategizing how to use this advantage that we have right now, because it's not going to last long. Why do I say that? you know Recently, with the new, if you guys follow the development projects that Indianapolis city have planned, you will see that there's bunch of construction, new stadium coming in, new company coming in, new headquarters of world class company. They are coming into Indiana right now, Indianapolis to be precise.
Precisely. Mm-hmm.
And I said this kind of tolerating affordable market that we have right now is not going to last long. That is because where money goes, that is where people go.
Yeah.
People follow money. And with all this huge and high income uh, company coming in, that means people that are earning high wages are going to be moving in as well. And when that
Sure.
happens, that puts pressure on real estate and housing generally, because they want to buy house. Now you are competing with these guys that just moved in. So that competition will push up price. And just like we've witnessed in the last 10 years, both of us are regretting that we haven't been buying real estate since we moved to the US. So it's not going to last long. We just need to make hay while the sun shine. We need to use this hot method to design something, because when it gets cold, it's very hard to burn it, right? So I think with Indiana, and answering it in regards to the tax return, regardless of how much money you get, tax season is an advantage for a lot of people, because not every one of us have the opportunity to have this huge amount of money in our savings. So that gives us the leverage to play the big boys game. There's this slang in my language, Nigeria. We say, you want to bam bam, you want to chill with the big boys, right? This is an opportunity for us regular people to chill with the big boys, to actually buy house, have investment property, have our money work for us, right? So this is an opportunity, this is an avenue, and we fortunately find ourselves in a state that actually accommodates such thing. So I think what people just need to do is to reach out to people like you, Ibrahim. You help people get keys to their dream home every day, right? You help people get keys to their investment property dream every day. So this is what you do for a living. Reaching out to you will be an advantage, or reaching out to someone they have trust in, someone that they feel like can help them, that will give them valid information, that will just not scare them out. Because you and I know there's solution to everything
Yeah.
in this business. And if you do talk to the wrong person, if they don't know how to do it, they can easily tell you, oh, it's not possible. Well, it is possible if you do it this way, if you do it the other way. So you need to talk to people that are actually doing it, that knows what it feels like. I was actually in their shoe last year when I was thinking of buying my house. I got my tax return, withdraw my crypto, yeah, the money I have in cryptocurrency back then when crypto is kind of moving up, trending up a little bit. Get some, 401k loan, join all this money together, and I use it to buy a house that is feeding me, a huge cash flow right now. So it is very crucial that people reach out to experts that can guide them through the purchase of, maybe if it is a primary home or investment property, just reach out to an expert, reach out to myself, reach out to Ibrahim, and we should be able to guide you and point you to how you can make it work. And if there's any other thing that you need to do, we're gonna let you know, like, okay, get this done, then we can move on. So now you know what you need to do to actually get that your dream to come true, right? So I think that's my opinion regarding to how people can use little bit of money they are getting in tax return to uh, actually invest in real estate. So
Sure.
speaking of uh, development and everything that is happening around Indianapolis real estate, and what the near future looks like. Uh, what do you want to tell our audience when it comes to investing now and not waiting to invest later?
Okay. Um, that's a very good one. So the reason why you have to invest now is because um, I'm gonna start by saying, look around you. I'm not just talking about the U.S. I'm talking about even the entire world. When you buy real estate for a particular amount, after 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 10 years, in general, there will be appreciation, significant one, on that land and on that property. Except if you buy in a country that there's an economic disaster, there's war, there's unrest and all that. But when we are talking about developed countries where things are running in a good way, real estate will appreciate, because real estate involves a lot of professional. Real estate is more than just the land or the house there, because if you look at it, it involves plumber, electrician, surveyor, contractor, structural engineer. Um, the
Property
list goes
manager,
on.
carpenter,
Yes, property
plumber.
manager, carpenter. The list goes on and on. Tell me, they all have responsibilities. They all have their years of experience. They all have family. They all have to live the economy life, like economical life that everybody's living. They all have to pay bills. They all have to live their, American dream. What what is the implication of all that? The implication is that they need constant growth in their business, steady and constant growth.
Absolutely.
What does that mean? It means they need higher revenue, higher income, maybe every 2 years or every year. So what I'm saying is, a carpenter that or a structural engineer that built a house today alongside other professionals, you would you don't expect that same contractor to charge the same amount next 2 years, because he has to feed his family. He has to do all that. There's inflation. There's everything. He has to adjust with what is going on in the country. So my point is, he will want more income. Same as carpenter, same as painter, same as now. All these costs, it comes together to be a solid number, and that solid number goes to it comes back to the buyer, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to take a loss on an investment. So let's say you are a builder. After building this year for maybe 100,000, next year you build the same house for 120,000. You probably won't sell the house for the same price, because then you're gonna lose money. And guess what? That price, that increase in price or cost of you know producing a house who goes oh sorry that cost who goes to the buyer, and the fact that people are buying at that new cost, it will rub Like it will positively affect the neighborhood, the society where that house is, because we sell by neighborhood. So what I'm getting to is that even the pre-existing house will appreciate because things just keep going up because it's real estate, you know. And America, um, second, and how do I say this? So the American system try to preserve the second hand or uh, pre-existing market because they don't want the situation where because you bought your house 5, 10, 20, or 50 years ago, you'll be penalized for owning that same property just because it's 50, 30 years old. No, as long as you update your property, you keep it to the standard, you will get a significant and a fair price for it. So the system kind of preserve and help protect the price of your asset. So real estate, it is an asset in general. Now, even your primary resident, when you want to go to the economic side of it, they'll tell you, well, if it's taking money out of your pocket, it's not asset. It's because what they are trying to say is that if you really look at the math and everything, it's not. But there's a way, even your house that you don't, that you don't make money from can be your asset if you know what you are doing and you use it right. Because some people they will literally buy a house and live there for just 2 years. They'll build a house in a neighborhood that they know is gonna appreciate. They'll live in that house for 2 years. After 2 years, they will sell that house and make a significant amount of money. And the reason why they stay there for 2 years because they don't want to pay tax because it's called capital gain tax. If you want to avoid that, you have to live in that house for 2 years. And he or she will stay there for 2 years and use that money to invest in another property. So what am I getting to? I'm saying your single family or your primary residence can also be an asset if you structure it right and you know what you want to do with it. Now, let me go back to what we are really focusing on today. We want to let you know that in this market, you can get into real estate and get a significant or high cash flow because there are different ways to real estate, different business models like that you can get into. Okay. What we want you to pay attention to is that pay attention to how you can actually get it done, not the surface thinking of, oh, the interest rate is high, because that's surface. When we say surface, we mean surface because we are doing it while the interest rate is high and we are still making money from it. So today is
Yep.
deep dive because we want you to think deeply, not surfacely. You know what I mean? So try to get in touch with people that are making money when it is tough in that business you are trying to get into. They will teach you the strategies. They will teach you what they have been doing that is working for them. Because at the end of the day, you are looking for the secret. What they are doing that is working for them. That's what you are looking for. Okay. Now, if you want to invest in real estate, the people that I can recommend, okay, let's say you are not that person. You are a nurse, you are a this, you are a IT engineer, you are that, you don't have the time. The first thing I would tell you to do, you know, after you already consult your bank and everything, reach out to a property manager that is doing the kind of business that you are trying to do. Okay. We've been telling, I mean, I think we've done a lot of episodes telling you guys that there are significant amount of cash flow when you get into middle term business because it's less stressful. The turnover is, it's very reliable. Okay. And the good news is we have somebody in house. I mean, you know this person. That's my host right there. That's his what he's doing. That's his A to Z business. He's a middle term expert. All he does is middle term. For those that missed it, that the episode of middle term is you get professionals, you get reliable tenant, you get people that are here for few months, 6 months, 3 months, 8 months, 1 year. All those people that they are what they are focusing on is to come here, make money, or do some sourcing of job or anything, like something that they don't have time to damage your house. They don't have time to mess around. They are here for assignment, and they are ready to pay your bill because they are here to make money. So they don't have time for all messing up your property and all that. So my point is, get people that will take care of your house, that won't have time to mess your house up. People that are getting paid constantly, that are making high income, so that you can actually make a significant amount of money in your business, and you can focus on growing your business, like expanding your business, rather than thinking about, oh, every time this tenant is calling me for this, calling me for that, you know because you don't have that time. You can cut that off by getting a property manager. Here's your property, which is Ahmed. That's what they do. They will set you up. They will give you some advice on how to, which best strategy will work for your property, how much you can get, every month or every 6 months. What is the best way to make sure you are following the laws of of course, every state has its law. You don't want to run into trouble with the Indiana. So all that stuff, they will handle it for you. Okay. Can you make money in this high interest rate? Yes, you can. All you have to do, give him a call. He will tell you the steps you have to take to get started. Okay, this is
Ibrahim,
2024. This
so,
is 2024.
sorry to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I really apologize for that. But I want you. You mentioned something briefly. I know the in
Mhm.
depth of it, but our audience doesn't. I want you
Sure.
to explain something for us. I know you bought a house last year,
Mhm.
and I kind of know what the interest rate is. We just talk about interest rates, and I
Mhm.
want to link it together and let people know that the actual fear that they have right now, it's not supposed to be there.
Yeah.
There shouldn't be any fear. If you
Mhm.
have a reliable source of managing your property and you understand the game,
Mhm.
can you analyze what that deal look like as well as what is bringing him for you right now?
Sure. So last year I bought a property, and the interest rate, the lowest I could find was 8.25.
Okay.
And I had to just take it. Now, do I have to take it? No. Because of course we all know this is US. We all have the right to say no. Nobody can force you to get a loan. If it's not working for you, all you have to do is, I'm sorry, I'm not getting the loan. But I took the loan. Why would I do that? 8.25. Now, my mortgage is 1,685. I'm not talking about primary residence, I'm talking about investment property. The typical, and I'm talking about single family home, just 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms. Typically, my mortgage used to be like 975, 972. The highest there before this one was like 1,128. But this particular property I'm talking about, I my mortgage was 1,850, and now it's 1,000. I mean, sorry, 1,685, and now it's 1,722 right now. It went up because when the city assess your property, if your property appreciate or if they believe it has more value, your taxes will go up. So
Yeah.
currently my mortgage is 1,722. Even my lender was like, hold on, are you trying to rent this house to someone? I said, yeah. He said, well, in this area, you probably won't make anything. It's gonna be like 1,000, maybe 1,007 or 1,008, and that's it. You have nothing. Like, where's the money for maintenance? Where's the money for repairs? I told him, I have a plan. He said, what kind of, like, because he is not familiar with um middle term renting, short term renting. He's not familiar with that. And like Amanda, I think you've said this multiple times. Because someone is a real estate professional does not mean that person is an investor.
Yeah.
Okay. I can be a
100%.
realtor and I don't know the in depth of business in that same real estate because real estate is just so large. There are different styles, different ways of making money with real estate. So this
Yep.
guy was like, you he almost said I'm dumb. He didn't say that, but I can tell, like, hold on, what kind of business you want with the rent in this area is not that great. I said, yeah, I know, but I have a plan for this. Okay, let me go straight to the point. We closed on this property. The mortgage was 1,685. And because I know what I'm trying to do with this property, I did not back down. I closed on the house. I pulled this out on a short term and mid term business. Okay. How is it doing now? I guess that's where I need to go to. This
Yeah.
property is doing well. Yeah, this property is doing well, like well. Currently, I'm getting $5,500 monthly on this property,
Net.
gross.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
5,500 gross on this property. Now, if I minus the 1,722, 5,500 minus 1,722 minus ADT money minus internet about 125, uh electrical bill and everything $500, times 722 65 125. Okay, $500. I have $3,088 net,
Okay.
and this is just a single property, 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms. I'm making
Okay.
$3,088. How can I, like, how do you get this kind of deal? You have to get into the corporate temporary housing. That is another, way of making money in real estate. It is a niche that not everybody are into it. It is a niche that you have to, post your house or position a house in a particular or a kind of platform where those people are going to be able to access that property, like reach out to you so they can get your property for the purpose they wanted to use it for. Particularly if somebody is having like they have a fire, they have a tree fell on top of their house, and um, someone has like a washer, so the water in the washer ran overrun and it filled the whole house.
Flood their
Or
house. Yeah.
yes, so all those kind of devastating issues, that owner needs to live somewhere. So most of the time they go to the hotel first. However, family and everything, they like to dine together, which that's normal. But in a hotel, you barely gonna have space. There's no kitchen and all that. So the insurance Every insurance has a coverage for loss of use, for personal belongings, and all that. So all those coverage, they are there to help settle or help relocate a family when they are facing a family when that particular family is facing a devastating natural or artificial disaster. That is where we come in, the corporate housing. It is a temporary housing because, of course, they are going to live there for 6 months, 4 months, 3 months, 9 months until that property is fixed and they'll move out. But why would they pay top bucks for it? Because the property, first of all, is furnished, is designed. Second, they don't pay you directly from their pocket. The money is coming from the coverage, it's coming from the insurance company. So you get more versus just giving your property to an individual. So what I would tell you, I know some of you are listening to this now and it sounds very interesting to you. All you have to do, reach out to we have a property manager here with us, Ahmed Israel. He will tell you how to get this done and other niche that you can get into, because it depends on what strategy, what kind of resources you have to get into this business. Some may cost you a little more than the other. However, I will leave that, just go ahead and give him a call. Then he will tell you which angle or how you can get into this business, because real estate is very profitable if you know how. I repeat, if you know how, real estate is profitable, very profitable. So we need to keep seeking knowledge. I always seek knowledge. As a broker, I always seek knowledge because I know there are a lot of stuff going around, like a lot of stuff, a lot of challenges that uh, we have to overcome. Be you property manager, plumber, and this and that, we learn every day. And I don't want to stop learning. So I challenge you to call people that are doing what you have been dreaming to get into. Call them, talk to them. Let these people guide you. All you are doing is you are tapping from their knowledge. Okay. So when you do that, you become a stronger individual because now you have someone else experience, someone else uh try and error that he or she had tried, and if he fails, he will tell you that don't do this. I've tried it before, it failed. If it works, he's gonna tell you, hey, this is the route to go. Okay, so do not let our interest rate discourage you from getting into real estate, because the number, if you know what you are trying to do, if you know how you can do it, real estate is still profitable today in 2024. And the good news, the rate is coming down. That's the good news. It is coming down. So I don't know if that helps,
Yeah,
but
it does. It does. I just, you went through it quickly. I know because of our time, but I want to reiterate some things that you says that normal here might not catch.
mhm,
So basically, you are telling me you purchase a house with interest rate of 8.25, which is abnormal to
8.25.
everybody. Abnormal.
Yes.
Everybody will be probably, a normal person will probably run away from that kind of interest rate, right? You purchase a property of that, of such interest rate, and even the lender are scared to borrow you the money because they are like,
Yep.
how do you want to profit from this? This is
Yes.
not something that you can profit from. But just
Yeah.
because you are an expert, you have sharpened your skills, you have an open mind, you have trained yourself to see an opportunity that everybody else miss. because there's opportunity all around us. In America today, every single minute a family is being displaced from their primary residence.
Yeah.
You saw an opportunity in real estate, and you put your faith in it and still take the loan with 8.2 interest rate.
Yes. 8.25.
After
Yeah.
doing that, you furnish the house, you
Yeah.
make it look nice, you make it homely enough for a
Yeah.
family to want to stay there.
Yes.
As an investor, that is what you need to do. Now,
Yeah.
you don't let your fear
Mhm.
get the best of you.
Yes.
Just because you are thinking of other family, you still push through. A lot of people will be stuck into what if,
Yeah.
and they will back out,
Go back out. Yep.
especially with such high interest rate.
Yeah.
But for me and you, it is a very normal thing. You go ahead, you push through. Now
Yeah.
you are able to serve humanity by
Yeah.
providing housing for a displaced family.
Yes.
Now you are able to net in your pocket $3,080 every month.
Yeah.
Keep in mind that money can make some people reach their financial goal, because all they need for their monthly financial to be stable, to be balanced, to be everything they want, it's not even up to that.
Yeah.
But one thing that they are doing differently from you is that they are letting their fear to get the best of them. One. Secondly, they are thinking of today instead of thinking of helping other people, providing value for other people, and in return, their tomorrow will be set.
Yeah.
That is exactly what you did. You face your fear, take the chance where there's no a lot of people will back out. Now you are able to serve humanity, to house a displaced family, and in return of you taking such chance, of you taking such bold step, you are
Mhm.
setting up your future to be financially stable.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
want to highlight that, because
Mhm.
I want to point out to people that your fear is what is stopping you from reaching your ultimate potential.
Yes. Yes.
That is one testimony from Ibrahim. I don't want to add my own to it. I don't want him to add more of his own, because I want this one to sink in. And just think about it. The only thing, the only thing right now that is holding you from reaching that potential that you are testing for, that from reaching that potential of you being able to help other people that are in need right now, is you letting your fear getting the best of you. If a normal person want to get interest rates of 8.25, they are probably going to back out.
Yeah.
If you are being told by an expert, a mortgage expert that probably have been doing this for decades, tell you how you're going to make this profitable, this is not going to be profitable, you're probably going to give up on yourself and run like a chicken. But if you don't do that, what you get in return is what Ibrahim just get. He is able to serve humanity. You don't know how huge that is. A
Yeah.
family putting a roof over a family is you serving humanity, because you can do what everybody do. Travel to Santorino, travel to Dubai, enjoy your life. Don't get me wrong, you can enjoy your life, you can go to Dubai, it's not a bad thing. If you already invest your money, Now you are reaping what you've sown, and now you can burn it whatever however you want. Because guess what? Your money is still there. But you taking your hard-earned money with no investment, with no security for tomorrow, and you just take all your faith and put it in government to take care of you at your old age. I'm so sorry. It doesn't always work that way. If you don't believe me, go and ask the people that are at that age right now.
Yeah.
The regret that I want to have is that I didn't do enough, not that I didn't do it at all. I can live with the regret of I didn't do enough. Now I can put that energy in my kids and be like, you know what? I didn't do enough. I want you to do this for me. Go, boy. Go, girls. Go do this and all that. That is, now I know that, okay, maybe I should have pushed more. Then I'm pushing that energy into them.
Yeah.
But you don't want to have the regret of not doing it at all. Imagine if you buy a house just last year, you are cash flowing $3,080 today. What will that cash flow look like in the next 5, 10 years?
That's a huge amount of money.
And for a person that only needs 6,000 to take care of their monthly bills and everything they need within that month, they just need two of such houses. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
what is wrong that you can't challenge? What is it that you can't do it? Every single this is no special genes behind it. There's no special juju behind it. There's no special anything. Anybody can do this same thing. If you don't have the knowledge, that is fine. That is where you can leverage other people's knowledge.
Yeah.
You can leverage other people's skills. You can leverage other people's time.
Yeah.
And you get to the same result, or even pay them to get you the same result. What will it take you if you take 300 out of 3,000 for someone to get, if you pay 300 for someone to get you 3,000? I will do it any day, anytime.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why you come in, because you know how to fetch them this money. All they have to do is trust your company, your profession. The credibility is there already. I can tell, I can vouch for that, because you have handled, properties, and we are seeing the results. People are getting their cash flow, you know, versus other, some companies where they will they probably won't treat the tenant right, and the tenant will not be happy with the owner. I mean, enough of all that. What we are saying here is that go to people that are doing the kind of business you want to get into, that are successful in that kind of business. Try to learn from them. Okay, buy the property, with their guidance and everything. There's nothing wrong paying them a little amount of money for them to make a huge amount of money. You just make the example of 3,000. What is $300 from $3,000? No, for real. What is that? You are making double income.
10 times.
When I mean double, more than double. That's more than double, actually. You are making more than double of what you would initially get, because somebody
Yep.
showed you the way, showed you the strategy. And above all, you don't even have to worry about going to the property every day, or worry about something is going on with the property. No, because the property manager will take care of this house for you.
All you do is receive
So,
check.
yeah, that's all. That is all. So, go ahead, call Azio Property. The CEO is right there
No,
looking that
no,
up.
Ibrahim, you miss a step. So
I missed
before
it.
they can call me, they need a investor minded broker, right? They need an investor minded, someone that understand the market, someone that can tell them, hey, do it this way, hey, do it that way. You know the reason why we
Mhm.
work best with each other is we kind of have the same I won't call it mindset, but we kind of have the same mindset of go giver, right?
Mhm.
When you see something, you don't say, okay, because I have the capability of doing it, you hold it to yourself. You still push it out to other people. You push it out to me, you push it out to. So, the same with me as well. I believe this sky is big enough for all of us to
Mhm.
fly high and stretch our wings without touching each other. So, they need someone that can point them to where they can buy, the location,
Mhm.
what they
Sure.
need to buy, how to buy, and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And IB Realtors have done this so many times. We are working with one of my sisters right now, and this is what we are planning for her to, because they people have been sold a lot of lies. Hey,
Yeah.
you can do this. Hey, you can. That is fine, but if you work with the people that actually know the road, they will tell you what will be good for you in the near
Mhm.
future. You don't have to take it.
Yeah.
It is an advice, but when they tell you, that will give you opportunity to choose, pick and choose, and make an informed decision. Because Ibrahim, one thing I realize is people, a lot of people don't have this knowledge, and they don't
Yeah.
have anybody that will tell them,
Mhm.
right?
That's another thing. He
So
said that's a big one.
yeah, so it is very, very good, and that is one thing that always make me prepare for this podcast is this information need to get out there. This information needs to reach every soul. This information needs to reach every single person, because what we have been told is, if you buy a house of 300,000, the cash flow is going to be just 200, and at the end of the year, when the tenants move out, you're going to have to do a repair of 10,000. You just told us, you just showed us how we can make 3,000 off of just one property
Yeah. Yeah.
easily, with no stress, no damages come to you, that you don't have
Mhm.
to be running around getting their money and stuff like that. So this
And they pay
information
deposit.
need,
I'm
yeah.
so sorry. And they pay deposit just like any other person. The money is coming from
Wow.
the insurance
Are
company.
you
They
for
pay
real?
deposit. The deposit is $5,500.
So if anything breaks in the house, you have
Yeah.
a money to take care of that.
Right now,
So
I
why
have that
are
five
people
thousand five
scared
hundred
to do
deposit.
this? I'm
Yeah.
asking my head, why are people scared to do this?
I don't know. People, they don't probably don't have the information, and even when they you know heard about this kind of business, they are skeptical. They are they automatically assume that it's a lot of work. It's gonna take a lot out of them. But what they don't realize is people are doing it. All you have to do, go to those people. Those people take, they'll share part of the stress. When I mean stress, I mean the energy you have to put in the work is like it's being trimmed almost in half. Because if you talk to a broker that knows how to invest in real estate, there are some stuff you learn from that person. Now,
Yeah.
after getting that property, you reach out to a property manager that is doing the kind of business you would like to get into. That also will relieve the stress. All you have to focus on now is, how to multiply that business, how to get more. Because at the end of the day, you don't have to worry about the headache of running that property.
Yep.
Leave that for the professional. They know how to handle that. So
Wow.
you go to your work, get all your, I mean, get your money every month, see how you can save and actually try to expand that business, buy more, and give it to the property manager that is doing well and treating your business right. That person will keep maintaining the property and you will keep growing passively. And do you know what Robert Kiyosaki said about passive income? It's untaxable. The reason why he said that, it's not trying to say that you have the right not to, like, no, how do I say this? It's not trying to say that when you have passive income, the government or the nature give you that automatic, no automatic tax break. No. What he's trying to say is that there's a loophole in taxation that favors the passive income earner. When you are earning income through real estate passively, you have a property manager in place, you have this, you have that, you have a lot of loopholes that you can use to your advantage where you don't pay tax, versus someone who doesn't have real estate and is doing W2 job and making high income. That person will get taxed badly because before you get a check, the government already, the city, everybody already took their taxes, social security. But when you have this passive income, you are building it as strong as you can. One day you quit your W2 job, you come to this passive business. The good thing, you don't have to worry about it. Like I said, the headache of that, just give it to a reliable property manager. And we have one here in house. It's gonna manage the property for you. You get in your check every month. Your tenant are happy with you because he is treating them right because he know the codes. So just keep getting your money, and of course, everyone has a dream to travel to Dubai and all this. Now is the time. You can travel, you can do all that because you've built asset. You have a lot of property that is generating income. Now, one thing I want to tell you is normally when we talk about asset and, yeah, be financially independent, we always think about 100 houses, 2,000 houses. No, it's not like that anymore because there are
Yeah.
business strategy now in real estate that you don't need multiple houses. You get a lot of houses because your personal goal or agenda to have those amount of houses. But the truth is, you can be financially independent with just 3 houses.
Absolutely.
If you, for example, I just give you example, I'm making $3,088 on one single property. Can everyone make that? Yes, but you have to do what is required, which is you have to furnish that property. You have to target insurance companies, temporary housing agencies. You have to target them so you can make that amount of money. Okay, you don't have the time, you are busy at work, talk to a property manager that is doing it. That's it's
Yeah.
easy. And let that person do it for you and get your cash flow. This year, 2024, is the year to get into real estate. I can't stress this enough. I My last year property, I'm gonna repeat it again, 8.25 interest rate. But I'm getting a net of $3,088. Anybody can do this. And I just said it. If you don't have time, that is fine. All you have to do, provide the resources, get the property, give it to a property manager, and let them get, from three. Okay, let's say the person earn you $3,000 net, and they get, $300 from it. You getting 2,700. It's no brainer. That's a lot of money for a
Yeah.
single property. Imagine you have three of that. That's three times. That's about 20. 1 second. 2,700 times three. That's $8,100 every month. For some people, that's enough. That's financial freedom. So if you choose to have 20, 30, 40, that's you. But in this day and age, you don't need a lot of property to be financially independent. You just have to know how and the ways and means of getting into that stage of, of,
So
of, of independent that you
uh,
want. So go
if
ahead, man.
if you get in 2,700 and you don't actually need that money, and you are putting that money into savings accounts, and for 12 months that money will accumulate to $32,400. which means you can now take that same cash flow, go and buy another one. Even if you are buying one every single year, that is telling you in the next 3 4 years you would not have to work again, ever again.
Look at that. That is interesting.
Ibrahim, we've
We are,
we've gone past the time. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
we will come back next week, guys. Like we always say, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel,
yeah.
and that is, we're doing this for free. That is what we are actually asking in return. So until next week, you know buy real estate and wait. Do not
Yeah.
wait to buy real estate. Thank
Bye
you,
bye
guys,
for now.
and we'll see you next week.
Yep.